hearties, yo-ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. I love this song! Hi everybody, welcome back to Home Media Reviews. This review is, of course, on Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. A lot of people just refer to this as Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's not. It has its own subtitle. You can't just say Pirates of the Caribbean. Given that there are 4 sequels to this, you have to say its subtitle. Of course, I am going to refer to it as the full title, which will make the title of this episode absurdly long, but I don't care. So let's move right along to the history section of Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. So The Curse of the Black Pearl first hit theaters on June 28th, 2003. Wow, this movie is over 10 years old now. How old was I? I was going to turn 4 that year. Just a couple weeks after this hit, actually, I turned 4. So I didn't see this in theaters, but wow, I mean, it's over 10 years old at this point. It's coming up on 20, actually. It's crazy to think that this film is as old as it is. It's also crazy to think that this got a VHS release, for crying out loud. VHS and DVD of Curse of the Black Pearl hit on December 2nd, 2003. For the VHS, you didn't have many options. You could just get a standard version. But for the DVD, you could get a 1-disc set or a 2-disc set. 2-disc set, of course, included a ton of bonus features. Funny, the 2-disc set is actually more common than the 1-disc. So a lot of people bought the 2-disc instead of the 1-disc. Then, 1 year later, in November of 2004, we got a DVD reissue with another bonus disc. So now we have a 3-disc set. I couldn't find any history on whether or not the VHS got reprinted. I doubt it, though. VHS was already on its way out the door at this point. The original Blu-ray of Curse of the Black Pearl hit 3 years after this in 2007, May 27th, 2007, if I might add. Then a couple months later, in November of 2007, Curse of the Black Pearl was included in a Blu-ray 4-pack known as a Family Pack. This, of course, included Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, which is the sequel to this, movie called Invincible, and 8 Below. I have not heard nor seen either of those last 2 films. The Pirates Blu-ray trilogy, after At World's End had finally come out on Blu-ray in 2008, hit on September 16th, 2008, so you could pick up all 3 of these in one conclusive set. There was a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook Blu-ray released in December of 2009. Then there was a special 2-disc Blu-ray plus DVD combo pack put out in March of 2011. Now this is the most common version of this Blu-ray for reasons that we will talk about later. The Pirates Ultimate Trilogy also hit in March of 2011. Oddly enough, on the same day, March 1st. There was also a Best Buy exclusive Digipack version that was put out. Then, in a weird move, we got a DVD/2-disc Blu-ray combo pack version released in April of 2011. Now, you're probably thinking, hang on a minute, Lego Lover, isn't that the same as the 2-disc Blu-ray/DVD combo pack you just talked about? Yeah, it's the same stuff, it's just included in a DVD package instead of a Blu-ray package. And the DVD is listed first, like that's the selling point. I don't know, it's weird, they did the same thing with Cars. I don't know why they made the decision to make that. Then in October of 2011, we got a 3D 4-movie collection because On Stranger Tides had just recently hit Blu-ray. And this was a 15-disc set, meaning you got all 4 films, a bunch of bonus discs, and I'm assuming DVDs of each of the films included. So it's a really cool set, actually. I kind of wish I owned that. According to my research, there was also just a standard 2-disc Blu-ray that was put out that didn't include a DVD copy. I couldn't find a release date for that, but apparently it exists. Now for the reason I say that the 2011 Blu-ray is the most common. I say that because shortly after Pirates 5, or Dead Men Tell No Tales, hit Blu-ray in the latter half of 2017, all 4 of the previous Pirates films were reissued on Blu-ray. and you could find them in stores, and this just so happens to be how I acquired my copy, which we'll be talking about later on in this episode. But that's the reason why the 2011 version is the most common, because it got the most recent reissue. So that's your history on Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. Let's go ahead and transition into the close-up section. Alright folks, here's your close-up look at Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Yes, I'm going to be doing that voice throughout this entire review, so just get used to it. We're only going to be taking a look at one copy today, as I only own one copy. This is the reissued Blu-ray from when Dead Men Tell No Tales hit Blu-ray back in 2017, I believe it was. But it's basically the exact same Blu-ray as the first release or the second release. I don't really remember. It's the 2-disc version, so it has the bonus disc and the DVD and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here. Got the Blu-ray disc logo at the top. 2-disc Blu-ray plus DVD. This does not include a digital HD copy, which I'm a little disappointed by. Walt Disney Pictures presents. Got your cast list up there with your characters: Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. There's a Black Pearl down there. Disney Blu-ray, Disney Movie Rewards logo, because this does include movie reward points, which is kind of nice. Side, Disney Blu-ray, Walt Disney logo again, the Pirates logo again, Jerry Bruckheimer Films, Johnny Depp, right there at the bottom. The back, 3-disc combo pack. Disc 1 is your feature film, Disc 2 is your Blu-ray bonus features, and Disc 3 is the film on DVD. There's your barcode. Amazing, rousing, fun, and excitement on a grand scale with some screenshots from the film. Blurb about it. Technical specifications and cast listing. This up. There's what your Disney Movie Reward Point sheet looks like. Don't even bother trying to use the code. I used that years ago when I first picked this up. There's your film disc, noted by the fact that it says Disc 1 above the Blu-ray disc logo. There's your bonus disc. And then here is your DVD disc. Now it says Disc 1 because this is just taken from the standard 2-disc DVD release of Pirates of the Caribbean, which we talked about in the history section. So I find that intriguing that they just reused old stock of these discs, full knowing that they're labeled Disc 1. So I find that intriguing. So that's your close-up. Let's go ahead and move right along to the menu tour for Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. So hey there everybody, it's your menu tour for Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. I'd hold up the case, but we don't have any natural light. I'm running off of the lamp in the background that I am trying to cover up here with my body, so you can't see the glare on the TV. There it is there. Doing my best. This is the menu for the regular Blu-ray, the film Blu-ray, not the bonus features. That's next. So we have play, features, scene selection, and setup. Features, Scoundrels of the Sea, About Scoundrels of the Sea, Movie Showcase. I guess these are just a couple featurettes that are actually on the film disc. Then we also have audio commentaries listed under original DVD features, and that's it. What audio commentaries do we have? Feature audio commentary with Gore Verbinski and Johnny Depp. So that's the only commentary that we have. Or no, we have other commentaries. Feature audio commentary with producer Jerry Bruckheimer, Keira Knightley, and Jack Davenport. And commentary with screenwriters Stuart Beattie, Ted Elliott, Terry Rossio, and Jay Wolpert. So a lot of commentaries on this. Those are your features. Here's your scene selection. 16 scenes, and they all have names to them. You'll notice up there at the top, the skull is actually talking to you as you're going through the menu, but he's muted due to copyright purposes, so we can't hear what he's saying. Setup, audio and subtitles, English 5.1 uncompressed, and then Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound, French, Spanish, and that's it. And subtitles, English for the hearing impaired, French, Spanish, and of course we have none selected. So that's your menu for the film. Let's go ahead and transition into the bonus disc. Okay, here's our bonus features Blu-ray disc, and we start off here on this really basic looking menu. This is the original DVD bonus collection stuff. So this was stuff that was first available on the 2-disc version of The Curse of the Black Pearl. We've got this documentary over here, Epic at Sea, The Making of Pirates. Several parts to this: actors, locations, production, Ships of the Caribbean, makeup, wardrobe, the art of sword fighting, special effects, and the premiere. So, like I said, that's like a documentary about how the film was made. Fly on the set features, town attack, Tortuga, blacksmith shop, tavern, playing. I guess this is about the different types of sets that were used. We have other featurettes over here: Becoming Captain Jack, Becoming Barbossa, Dar she blows, Donkey's name is Jack, Sneak Attack, Animaniac, Pirates Around the World, Dead Men Tell No Tales, History of the Attraction. That I'm actually interested in. I have never ridden on the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction, but from what I've heard about it, it's majorly different from this film. Or at least it was until they changed it. We also have deleted scenes, a ton of deleted scenes actually. I'm not going to count all of them here, but there's a lot of them. Then other featurettes: Diary of a Ship, Diary of a Pirate, Producer's Photo, Diary with Jerry Bruckheimer, Blooper Reel, Interactive History of Pirates, Scene Progressions, Wonderful World of Color, and Image Galleries. So a ton of bonus content is on this second disc. So I know I recommend what version I would pick up in the ending section, but pick up the 2-disc Blu-ray version. There's a ton of bonus content if you love these films. So now we're going to move into the DVD of the film. Okay, here we are for the DVD version of the film, and wow, we already have such a downgrade in picture quality. Those colors look faded and really not good. Also, this menu is in 4:3. Interesting, but we do have some options: play, bonus features, setup, sneak peeks, scene selection. Bonus features. What are those? Bonus features include audio commentaries, enhanced computer features, and register your DVD. So audio commentaries, I presume they'll be at least similar to the ones also found on the Blu-ray. And yes, they are. They're just the exact same commentaries as on the Blu-ray. Enhanced computer features, we don't need to look at any of that. Setup, audio options, captions, subtitles. You can optimize this if you have a THX sound system. Saw that on Star Wars and a couple other stuff in this series. English Dolby Digital, French, and just English regular 5.1 surround, but this is Dolby Digital 5.1 surround. Hoorah, I guess. Captions and subtitles. English for the hearing impaired for captions, and subtitles. All we have is French. You can also return to the film from this menu. That's interesting. Scene selection. Presume these are the same scenes as on the Blu-ray, with the same names as well. Yeah, basically. Sneak peeks, I don't think they'll have a menu for this. No, they do. Actually, weird. So sneak peeks, we have Lion King 1.5, Freaky Friday, Spy Kids 3, Game Over, Hidalgo. Is that based on Pablo Hidalgo, popular Star Wars writer? Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney World's Mission Space, ABC's Elias. I don't know what that is. So that pretty much wraps up the menu tours for Curse of the Black Pearl. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions, as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? I still see copies of all 3 of the first Pirates films on shelves at my Best Buy, funny enough. So, if you have a Best Buy near you, check there. You'll more than likely find at least Curse of the Black Pearl. I haven't seen copies of On Stranger Tides in a while, which that's honestly a good thing. That's the worst Pirates film, but you'll at least find Black Pearl, probably. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? I'm going to say no, considering the most recent reissue was 2017, 2 years ago. Not really all that recent. Number 3, should you pick this product up? Let me tell you guys my story with the Pirates films. I never had any interest in seeing these in theaters. On Stranger Tides came out when I was 12. I hadn't seen the first 3, didn't really care. Pirates 5 came out when I was 18. I was like, yeah, I don't really care to see that in theaters. I've heard that the Pirates films are bad. Yeah, I'd heard that Curse of the Black Pearl was bad. My theory behind that is, I think I just heard people talk about the sequels and how the sequels are bad, which I don't agree with. Except for 4. 4 is terrible. But 2 and 3 are not all as bad as people think that they are. But I had heard for years that the Pirates films were bad. So, I guess my brain lumped all of them together, and that included Curse of the Black Pearl, apparently, because when I purchased this from Best Buy, it was on a whim. It was like $8. I was like, all right, I'll buy it. Why not? I hadn't seen it, so I took a chance. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised when I watched this for the first time. I can't even describe how much fun I had the first time I watched this film. And I wasn't expecting anything from it. It just had this sense of enjoyment and whimsy and fun about it that I hadn't seen from a lot of films recently in 2017. And most of that is due to the performance of Jonathan Depp, or just Johnny Depp if you want to refer to him as the common man. He gives a performance in this movie that really hadn't been seen at the time. In 2003, Pirates films were seen as a joke. Pirates films were seen as, well, they're just arg, funny joke. Ha, he has a hook for a hand, peg leg, arg. You know, the stereotypical pirate stuff. Johnny Depp said, nah, mate, I'm gonna make this my own. And he did. He was the Tony Stark of his day, basically. He revolutionized pirate performances, I guess you could say, because his performance in this is excellent. I mean, just the character of Jack Sparrow is cemented in the first scene when he's introduced. He's standing on that ship's mast as it's sinking into the ocean. He pulls up on the pier, and he just walks right on to the pier, just walks on there, and he walks past the dockmaster. The dockmaster says, it's a shilling to park your boat here, and I'll need your name. And Jack Sparrow, being Jack Sparrow, just says, how's about 3 shillings? And we forget the name. There's a sense of mystery to Jack Sparrow, because you never really know if he's the smartest guy on the planet or the dumbest guy on the planet. And the characters in the movie recognize this. They're not just like, oh, he's so smart, or he's so dumb. Some of them think he's smart, some of them think he's dumb. That has to be the worst pirate I've ever seen. It's kind of true, honestly, and it's really funny to see all of this stuff work out in Jack Sparrow's favor when you kind of assume that he's just an idiot, and stuff just kind of happens for him. But it's not just Sparrow that I love. Every single other character in this film brings something unique to the table. Orlando Bloom, great. Keira Knightley, she's great in this, not great in the other films, but this one she's really good in. I think the actor's name is Jake Davenport, the one who plays Captain Norrington, who's the second love interest to Keira Knightley's character. He's really good as well. Even the 2 idiot pirates, Pintel and Rigetti, I believe are their names, the one that's short and balding and the one that has the wooden eye, they're hilarious. And they're just these little side characters, but they bring so much to their performances. But my favorite character in the Pirates franchise was introduced in this first film, goes by the name of Captain Hector Barbossa, portrayed by Jeffrey Rush. He's hilarious. Barbossa is the stereotypical pirate, meaning that he talks like this, love. So be a gentleman, Jack, and shoot the lady. For 10 years you've been carrying around a pistol and now you waste your shot. You'd best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. You can tell that Jeffrey Rush is having so much fun with this character of Barbossa. He's hilarious. I love him so much. Barbossa, why did you have to die in this? It's actually funny. The 2 Pirates films I think are the best, 1 and 5, are the ones where Barbossa dies. And he's my favorite character. I find that very interesting and kind of ironic. The plot to this film is also really entertaining and really fun to see it play out. Pirates on the high seas? Sure, that's cool. But ghost pirates on the high seas, now that's creative. You see, Jeffrey Rush's character, after he mutinied against Jack Sparrow and threw him off of his ship, took over the Black Pearl, he and his pirate gang became ghosts after they stole some treasure from Cortez, the cursed treasure of Cortez. And now they're ghosts. They can't feel or anything like that, and they're skeletons and such, and it was such a good twist the first time I saw it, because I knew nothing about this going in, of course, as I stated earlier, so it was so freaking surreal to see, wow, they're actually ghosts. How about that? Now, this series will overplay that trope later on in later sequels, but for the first film, it was very, very revolutionary. Not only are the characters great, not only is the plot great, but the action sequences and the effects, they're all great. The CG in this looks better than some of the CG we get nowadays. This movie looks better than Hellboy 2019, and that's sad. It's great because the CG here holds up, but it just shows how bad Hellboy 2019 really was. But this isn't about Hellboy 2019. I will never cover that on here because that is an abomination. These effects look amazing. Particularly in the climax when it's Jack and Barbossa fighting in this cavern-esque area where the cursed treasure lies. And the thing about the ghost pirates is you see their true form when they're in moonlight, meaning they are giant walking skeletons in moonlight. So, while Jack and Barbossa are fighting, they're switching between human flesh and skeletons, and it's seamless. It's beautiful. Also, the fight is well shot. The cinematography during that fight and throughout the entire film, spectacular. And in other movies, I would complain about how the runtime is too long. This movie clocks in at 2 hours, 21 minutes. And normally I would say that's a little too long. There might be a scene here or a scene there that could be cut. But for this, I can't think of anything that can be cut without losing valid story points. Or losing a really cool action scene. I mean, there's really nothing here that feels slow or that messes with the pace. There's never a dull moment in this 2 hour, 20-minute film. It's a breeze to get through. I really don't have any negatives with Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl, and that's astounding to me, to think that I don't have any negatives with this film. There's really nothing in it that I don't like or don't enjoy. Glowing recommend for Curse of the Black Pearl. You should definitely check this out. Let's discuss them sequels for a little while, because it'll probably be a while before I ever cover those on the show, if I ever do cover them on the show. 2 is not as good as Curse of the Black Pearl. 2 is Dead Man's Chest, and I don't know, this one just never really stuck with me. It's got some great action scenes, but it just never really left an impact on me. I much prefer At World's End, which is crazy because At World's End is almost 3 hours long, so you'd think I'd complain about that runtime, but nah. I actually really like At World's End. I like how it expands the pirate's mythos. Makes this feel like it's more important than just a silly little pirate film. Gives it some gravitas. On Stranger Tides, I've already talked about how much I don't like that. It's bad. It's really bad. And Dead Men Tell No Tales, I think, is the second best Pirates film. It's light, it's fluffy, it has little connection to the first, but it also has little connection to 3 and 4, and 2 for that matter. I just really like Dead Men Tell No Tales. It's entertaining, it's fun, I have a fun time every time I watch it. But Curse of the Black Pearl, to me, has more going on and going for it than Dead Men Tell No Tales does. So if I were to rank them, I'd go 1, 5, 3, 2, 4, all the way down at the bottom. 4's just bad. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Check Best Buy. Probably still $8. And number 5, what price should you pay? Well, for those early 2-disc versions of the DVD, those are pretty common. $5, $10 for those. You saw during the close-up, actually, the first disc from the 2-disc DVD version is included as the DVD copy in the 2011 and also 2017 reissued Blu-ray. So they have a lot of those sitting around in their warehouses that they just can't get rid of, so they threw them into this Blu-ray set. So those are really common. The 2007 Blu-ray, that's pretty rare, I would say. You don't really see that too often. But why would you want that when you could get the 2-disc Blu-ray with more bonus content and more easily accessible, since you don't have to go online to find that? But of course, this is all about pricing, so the 2-disc Blu-ray / DVD combo pack, same price as the 2-disc DVD version, really. If you find that 3D collector set, though, that's pretty awesome. That's going for like, I don't know, $70, $80 right now. That's a 15-disc set, so that's a pretty fair price for that, actually. So that, my friends, is the HMR on Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. Talking about this film makes me want to go back and rewatch it. That's how you know it's good. So next week, we won't have a show, unfortunately. I will be away on a trip to St. Louis next week, and I don't want to have to worry about uploading a video. So I'm taking next week off. I know. I apologize. I've already taken a week off. You're probably screaming, Lego Lover, you've already taken a week off when you were in Colorado and such. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. I spent 2.5 years uploading every single week. I think I'm allowed to take a break once in a while nowadays. So, next week, no show. The week after that, though, we're covering Michael Mann's Collateral, one of my favorite thrillers of all time, with one of my favorite Tom Cruise performances of all time. He's the villain. It's very interesting. So watch Collateral before that show, because I'm going to be spoiling the hell out of that. So watch the movie if you haven't seen it already. And just to tease, the season finale of this is the week after Collateral, and season finale is going to be pretty good. I'm not going to spoil what I'm covering, but I will say it's something I've never seen before. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.